Welcome to the world of homebrew on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Today, we're diving into a treasure trove of 5 incredible homebrew games for the NES that are redefining the boundaries of classic gaming. From musical shooters to creative art programs, tactical battles to brain-teasing puzzles. These games are not just a blast from the past, but a fresh breath of innovation in the retro gaming scene. So grab your controller and let's embark on a journey through these fascinating new additions to the NES library. First off, we're diving into a game that's not even officially out yet, but it certainly caught my attention. Today we're exploring Sam's Journey for the NES. This is a brand new adventure that feels like it could have been a relic from the past. Right off the bat, this game screams inspiration from classics. It's impossible to ignore those Super Mario Bros. Vibes. From an overworld similar to Super Mario 3, to the pick up and throw mechanics reminiscent of Super Mario Bros. 2, this game wears its inspiration proudly. However, it's not just copying mechanics. It brings its own unique spin with power-ups and character transformations. Like, who would have ever thought you'd play a NES game where you can turn into Elvis? And then you got this pirate with this awesome sword animation. It really feels like each suit or transformation brings its own distinct gameplay style. Speaking of gameplay, the controls feel tight. You can feel the game's platforming roots, as it kind of feels like Super Mario Bros., but there's a freshness in the way it's handled. Not to mention, there's plenty of secrets to uncover. You'll feel there's a lot of replayability here. There's so many hidden paths and little nooks and crannies that beg to be explored, which gives this game a lot more depth. The music deserves a shout out too. It captures that adventurous NES vibe perfectly and helps keep you engaged in the game. Sam's Journey seems to be a love letter classic to NES platformers, while still forging its own identity. It's a promising game, and I can't wait to see the full version, offering over 2,000 screens to explore, beautiful visuals, and memorable tunes. It's a game that promises hours of engagement. For those of you who enjoy a good platformer, Sam's Journey is one to watch for. So up next is Overobj. Well, I'm not sure if it's pronounced Overobj or Overobj, but the BJ one, yeah, that sounds bad. So that's the one we'll go with here. So what we have here is a bullet hell shoot 'em up. And wow, there's a lot of bullets. For those of you unfamiliar with the term bullet hell, just imagine a screen filled with an overwhelming number of bullets, like a rainstorm of projectiles. It's hard to believe that they all fit on an NES. This must be pushing the capabilities of the NES. It's impressive. The graphics here are pretty cool too. All the ships are brightly colored, they're easy to see, as are the bullets. So if you mess up, that's on you. It's not the game's fault. The play control here, it's great. It doesn't feel like it sticks, nor does it speed up unexpectedly. There might be a little bit of slowdown here and there, but that'll usually be to your advantage. But this plays exactly as you'd want a game like this to play. There are 2 weapons here. The first is your standard straightforward gun, and the second weapon is a smart bomb. The smart bomb doesn't destroy everything on the screen, but it does clear all the bullets on the screen. So if you're in a situation with too many bullets, and you think you're gonna die, you might as well use a bomb to clear them. The soundtrack here is decently rocking. It's appropriate, works well for this type of game. Now, is Overobj fun? Yeah, I think it's a lot of fun, especially if you're into bullet hell games, or you simply enjoy shoot 'em ups. This is a fun one, and if you're into this kind of game, it's a must-have for your NES. Welcome to the creative realm of Cross Paint, a creation by Cutter Cross that blurs the lines between game and art program. This one isn't about winning or losing, it's about unleashing your artistic flair on the NES. Imagine having something akin to Mario Paint for the NES. That's kind of what Cross Paint is for you. What makes Cross Paint stand out? Well, the inventive interaction. Whether you have a SNES mouse adapter or a light gun, the game welcomes you with open arms. With the light gun, every shot on the screen leaves a splash of paint, reminiscent of a paintball hit. Pretty innovative, right? Cross Paint doesn't hold back on its features, it's brimming with options, almost to the point of being overwhelming. Although I'm exploring the demo here, it's evident that the final build will unlock a plethora of creative possibilities. Plus, I love this fairy sprite guide, and Cutter Cross's evident passion for NES pixel art. Visually, the game is a pixelated delight. The graphics implemented here are nothing short of fantastic. The auditory experience complements the visual with 3 diverse demo songs, which create the perfect tone for your painting adventure. Your creative journey in Cross Paint will vary based on your choice of controls. The standard NES controller offers that nostalgic touch but it really struggles with precision. So I would suggest using a SNES mouse with an adapter so you can unlock the true potential of this artistic venture. Your imagination is the canvas, cross paint is the brush. The fun is unlimited. The game caters to your varying levels of creativity, so your enjoyment will be hinging on your own artistic inclinations. So if the charm of Mario Paint or the simplicity of Microsoft Paint resonates with you, Cross Paint might just be the artistic escapade you've been seeking on the NES. Wrapping up here, Cross Paint by Cutter Cross is an artistic gem in the NES library. It's not just a game, it's an invitation to explore and create and enjoy the world of NES pixel art. So whether you're an aspiring artist or a nostalgic gamer, Cross Paint offers a canvas for everyone. I say, start painting your masterpiece. Here we have Oratorio. An oratorio is a large-scale musical composition that tells a religious or sacred story through music. In the case of this NES game, Oratorio is a hybrid of sorts. It's an on-rails, cyberpunk, psychedelic first-person shooter combined with a music creator. So let's discuss the music creation aspect first. I wouldn't say you're actually creating music, but rather manipulating what's already there. Every time you shoot, it triggers musical notes. So as you play the game, as long as you're not shooting in turbo mode, you'll produce unique combinations of notes. However, if you have a turbo controller and you have the turbo on, you hear the songs as they were composed. The objective of this game is simple and straightforward. You clear all the enemies and projectiles off each screen as you travel down this 3D-like tunnel. The music here is pretty great. It's composed by Jordan Davis, who's probably the top composer of modern NES music as of late. The game unfolds in a futuristic cyber world, and the graphics capture this aesthetic perfectly. The game itself is simply engaging. I can sit down and play for extended periods, although sometimes it feels like I'm not fully grasping what I'm doing. I mean, I know the objective is to clear the enemies off the screen, but is that all there is to this game? I can't shake the feeling that maybe I'm missing something. So let's get down to brass tacks. Is Oratorio fun? Well, yeah. Even though I can't shake the feeling that I might be missing something, it's still a great time. It's addictive. I cannot put it down once I start playing. And there's something to be said about that. Overall, I believe Oratorio offers a unique experience and is certainly a quality title for the right niche. Here we have ForceBot, a game in which you take on the titular character, Robot, with a single purpose, pushing crates. In this title, you navigate ForceBot with the D-pad, strategically moving crates into holes to advance to the next level. It's a brain teaser reminiscent of classics like Boxel or The Adventures of Lolo, but with its own unique spin. In ForceBot, there are no enemies to dodge or fight. The challenge here lies purely in using your wit to maneuver through the levels, whether that's by pushing boxes into specific spots, or just figuring out the right path around them. It's a test of your mental agility more than anything else. Graphically, the game is decent, though I do have a small issue with the animation. ForceBot's movements feel choppy, which detracts slightly from the experience. However, beyond that, the visuals are pretty much what you'd expect from a standard NES game. The soundtrack, on the other hand, is a highlight. The music evolves and improves as you progress, boasting some genuinely rocking tunes that add to the enjoyment of the game. I personally played through ForceBot on easy mode and found most of the puzzles approachable, though the last few levels ramped up in difficulty. There's a harder mode available, which I'm keen to try out, hinting at even more challenging gameplay to come. What's clear here is that ForceBot has broad appeal. It's as suitable for younger gamers as it is for older puzzle enthusiasts. Its successful Kickstarter campaign and announcement of an upcoming sequel are testaments to its popularity. If you're a fan of puzzle games, ForceBot might just become your new favorite. All in all, ForceBot is a solid addition to the puzzle genre, offering a mix of traditional NES aesthetics and engaging gameplay. It's a combination of simple yet challenging puzzles, coupled with an excellent soundtrack, making it a game worth trying, whether you're a veteran puzzle solver or just starting out. I know we said we had 5 games for you, but as an added bonus, we're going to take a look at Summer Island Battle Tactics. This is a work-in-progress NES title from Ninja Dynamics. So let's start this on an unusual note. The music. According to the developer notes, these tunes are borrowed from Shatterhand as placeholders, since the game is still in its beta phase. Anyway, Summer Island Battle Tactics is exactly what it sounds like. A tactical battle game set on the scenic Summer Island. While this is still in the demo stage, with some features yet to be added, it's already shaping up nice. You'll find yourself armed with potions, bombs, and a basic attack where you bump into the various creatures. Your goal? Clear the screen of the enemies and claim their treasures. The graphics here strike a beautiful balance between simplicity and visual appeal. So far, the game unfolds on a single beach with varying backdrops. Sunrise, sunset, and midnight scenes, all beautifully crafted. The shimmering sun in the background particularly catches my eye, and the parallax scrolling is also a nice touch. And I especially enjoy how the waves gently lap against the shore in the foreground. Ah, relaxing. But is this fun? Absolutely. It's brimming with potential. And while I think a narrative element will be a great addition, the gameplay alone is engaging and addictive. A typical session lasts around 15 minutes. So with an added storyline and escalating challenges as you go, it promises plenty of playtime for fans of the genre. So in conclusion, Summer Island Battle Tactics is on its way to becoming a standout NES title. With its unique concept and promising gameplay, it's definitely a game to watch out for in 2024. And there you have it! A peek into 5 fantastic homebrew games that are keeping the spirit of the NES alive and kicking. Each game brings a unique flavor to the table, and these titles prove that the NES is far from a relic of the past. It's a canvas for creativity and a platform for endless fun. Keep an eye out for these gems, and remember, the world of NES gaming is still full of surprises. Until next time, keep those D-pads moving, those pixels dancing, and see you soon.